I'm back. It's Darvini again. So, how's it going? I know some of you have been checking into the community and sharing your pictures and sharing your recipes and sharing how you're doing. But for those of you who have not, I want to talk to you about the importance of self-care. Now, I know that self-care has been quite the buzzword on the internet, and it's kind of like the thing everyone's talking about is self-care, but there's many different ways of self-care and how to achieve self-care and how to get there. It used to be very, very hard for me. Self-care was something that was never attainable for me because I like to keep going and doing things. And I remember one time someone said, well, what do you do to relax? And I said, well, I shop. And I meant it because to me, shopping was relaxing because I got to get away from everything else. And that was my form of self-care. Now, that wasn't very good for the wallet. And then my second form of self-care was, well, I like to go to the beach and have a bottle of rosé, and my thinking of self-care is the beach in Saint-Tropez, 2 bottles of rosé with some friends, and that's what I thought was self-care. And that's not good for the liver, right? So everyone has a different way of self-care. So for some people, self-care is getting a manicure. I call that maintenance. For someone else, it's getting a massage or acupuncture, or getting their hair done, or getting a pedicure, or getting Reiki done, whatever it is, right? For some people, it's very different. For the women in France, the way many of them like to do self-care is for them is putting lingerie on, because when they put lingerie underneath their clothing, they believe that they're the most feminine and the most beautiful, and for them, that's where they let their femininity come out, and they feel beautiful in that way. That's their form, not everyone, but that's some women that I know in France, their form of self-care. So everyone does self-care differently. For some people, it's going for a walk, reading a book, drinking some tea. For me, right now, tonight, the self-care that I've committed to is shutting the phone off, shutting the computer off, having some of my delicious tea, and sitting down and watching a movie, because I never have the time or allow myself the time to do that. It's always about my family and my child and my pets and my business and my work and my food and what we're eating and what we're doing. So I've said this is my form of self-care. But during the 7 days or 14 days or 21 days, however long you're doing this clean eating and this endless energy recharge system, which is a great system because I know you're already seeing a difference, because I am, because I'm doing it along with you. And I've done this before, so I see differences right away. I feel really good. My relationship to my closet gets better and better all the time. But yes, so self-care has changed for me over the years. It changes for every individual as well. But for me right now, the self-care that I need is to shut everything out, to shut off the social media, to shut off the computer, even shut the family out, put on a movie, drink a cup or two of tea, not rosé on the beach, and kind of just shut it out, right? Shut everything out, and that's self-care. So the importance during this diet is that you take care of yourself and that you put yourself first, because as women, we tend to not do that, right? We tend to not put ourselves first. We tend to put everything else first, and then we suffer. And what happens? Then we binge on our cleaning system, then we binge on our diets, then we don't fit into our clothes, then we have self-loathing and different things that we don't do to ourselves that are beneficial. And the self-loathing, once you go down that viral vortex, it's really not good, right? So choose during this course, during these 7 days or 14, 21 days or longer, what you want to do, and allow yourself some self-care. I don't really like that word because it's such the it word right now, but allow yourself to take care of yourself, right? Do something that is good for you, even if it's going for a walk or sitting under a tree for a minute or doing absolutely nothing. Okay, so allow yourself that, give yourself that gift. It's really the greatest gift that you can give to yourself. So with that said, I'm going to go watch a movie or some reruns of something, and in my cozy wuzzy wuzzy, and have some tea. And I will see you on the next video. Et bonne nuit, au revoir.